brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell, two brains, one cell. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Two Brains, One Cell, episode 75.
Holy shit. So many fives.
7, to be exact.
Oh,
7 fives.
See, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My brain isn't on. Haven't flipped that switch yet today.
Yeah, I don't think either of us have.
Yeah, that conversation with my mom, I was just like, well, what do I say now?
You're like, okay, can I go?
Yeah, bye.
Should have see if the bike goes off your little ski jump.
True. But I have to wait till I built the rest of the ski jump.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey guys. we did some shit.
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
the one came out last week before my birthday.
Yep.
And
He's 21 now. Kind of
yeah,
sick.
This one comes out like 2 weeks after I turn 21.
Maybe.
On my birthday, the night of at midnight, took a shot with Mother Dearest, and I'll see if she has the video so I can maybe put that in. That was really fun.
It's so good.
Then I went to work.
Love that.
So fun.
So
fun.
cool.
Then we were supposed to go to Utah,
We were.
and they were closed because of their water heater.
Yeah.
So we went to Roosters.
Shit was good.
It was good.
It was real good.
We got some drinks there,
Sure
and
did.
some dinner. Good time.
Oh, yeah.
Then Tuesday, we. Damn it, Cade.
Shut up.
Damn it, Cade.
Shut up.
Then Tuesday, we went mini golfing,
Sure did.
and we
Hit a-
pre-gamed beforehand.
Might have. We're really just taking advantage of our newfound abilities
Yep.
with the ye old ID card.
And we went mini golfing, and then which mini golfing, the guy there, he's got to be a new guy, you know.
He didn't know you, so yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah, he didn't recognize me.
Exactly.
No, he was trying to explain everything to us as me and Kate were trying to walk out the door. And then he said, he was like trying to explain to us as we were about to head out that we needed to do this course. And then he was like, what did he say? He said, do that one course, and then he was kind of like, just do that one.
Yeah.
And not do the other one or something like that. Like, kind of implying to only do the one or something.
And since when has anyone ever just done one?
Yeah, what are you gonna do if I play the second one? You gonna call the cops?
I mean, there were the geese.
Yeah, that was scary.
They almost got hit by a car.
And I swear there was something else that he said that we were both just like, what the fuck? Like,
I
let us
have
go
no
play
idea.
golf, dude. Like,
He was talking about your ring.
yeah, he liked the MF Doom ring, but he was just like,
Oh, if your clubs, we got shortest, largest. Like we have eyes.
yeah. And I think the reason why he said that was because we were checking to see if those two were any bigger,
Yeah.
because it was on the end. But he was, and then he was like, just take a ball here, just go right out there, you can go start. Dude, just do that one.
I should have just walked up to the fucking batting cages and started trying. Like,
Just
it's like,
break the
is this
club.
where I'm supposed to be? Motherfucker.
You know why I think I feel like I'm speaking loud is because that concert, like, fucked my hearing. The entire time after we got back from the concert and my mom was talking to me, she would say something and it sounded like she would just go, and I'd be like, what? And she'd be like, do you know where the salt is? And I'm like, huh?
No.
One more time.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, back to golf. And so we get up there, and Cade runs to the bathroom.
Naturally.
Of course. And I find a golf ball just in a bush, not even really near, like, we're not in the golf course yet. Like, it's just in a bush next to, like, to like, just the entrance of the door. And I picked that up, and he comes out, and I go, look, and he's like, did you already find one?
Already got one.
And I think I'm also speaking farther away because I had the toothpick.
Fair.
I didn't want
Ram it into your throat.
to.
I don't know if that's the sound it would make.
I don't have a digestive system. I just have a black hole.
You don't have a wood chipper in your stomach?
No,
Oh, that's weird.
no. It's just a wormhole. It goes somewhere else.
Oh, gotcha. Then why do you shit so much?
Well, because there's also a different wormhole that comes out. There's just
okay.
nothing in the middle. There's just two wormholes. and that's it,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They're not connected, though. They're not connected.
Oh,
so It's
okay.
weird. So it's like someone else's mouth has a wormhole, and when they eat stuff, it comes out my end.
So do you have like a twin or something, or is it just like
No, it's random.
pulling straws?
It's just like there was one time where I put my hand in my throat and I shook the other one, someone else's hand. It's not the same one that mine is connected because it's just like different people.
Damn, they're coming to get you. Sorry, a nuke went off behind the camera.
Yeah. We were watching Oppenheimer.
Yep. Have you seen that?
Nope.
Neither have I. Good movie, I guess.
So good. Got to go see that again.
Yep.
And so I putt, and I think I did pretty good on the first one or something.
Yeah.
And I don't remember where it started, but I hit one and it didn't go very well. And I went, shit, hold on. And I took out a second golf ball and I hit that. And then throughout the course, as I tend to do, I'm collecting them as I'm just going through the course. I'm like, oh, there's one. There's one in a bush. There's one in the water. And we're just collecting a bunch of them. And so it got to the point where I'd be like, oh, shit, hold on. And I just hit like 6 golf balls.
So fucking many. Then there was a point, this old guy just was walking past us, and he's like, lost my ball.
Yeah.
And Carson's like, you want one?
Yeah, I was like, do you need one? And he was just like kind of dumbfounded and
Yeah,
confused.
he was like, huh? We're like, oh, we collect them. We find them around the course.
yeah, just keep finding them.
It's like,
And he's like,
thanks.
you could tell he almost was going to be like, no.
Yeah.
Like, because he was kind of like, what? And he was like, sure.
okay.
And then I gave it to him, and he's like, save me a trip, and walked back. And I just was like, it was meant to be. I needed to find that golf ball so that he didn't have to walk the 20 feet to the door
Yep.
to get a new one.
Then the grandkids or something that he brought with were just giving me a weird look. I don't know why.
We just kept getting closer, and they were like, excuse me.
Oh, I mean, it's their fault for playing slow as shit.
Yeah. Grandpa was cruising.
He was going quick.
They weren't.
It was the kids. They sucked.
Because Grandpa's got a good short game.
True.
So,
Obviously.
clearly.
They're
Except when
there.
He loses a golf ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably the grandkids who lost it, honestly.
Probably.
And he was just like, shit, take mine, I'll go get a new one.
Yeah. We probably got theirs at some point. Like their
For
original
real.
ball.
Yeah, because we were over in that area and found a couple.
Yeah.
And then we found that golf club in the water,
We did find a golf club.
which is
Then
in
I
the same
lost
area.
my original ball.
Yeah, and then Kate, he just kind of smacked it, or didn't you hit it backwards or something?
I was trying to like chip it, and then I did it too well.
And it just flew right
And
into a bush.
It went like Mach 9 and went through Carson's wormhole.
Yeah. Yep.
Because we could not fucking find that
It's
thing.
gone.
It was gone.
But I found another one in the bush where he had hit it, but just not that one.
Just not the same one. Mine, gone. Reduced to atoms, actually.
And I was like, oh, we'll find it. And then I just pick out a green one out of nowhere. And Cade was using a hot pink one.
Yeah.
And I was like, this
that
doesn't
ain't...
seem right.
Something happened in that bush.
Yeah, 9/11.
Well...
All right, show's over.
But is he wrong?
We're done.
Are we? Has it been an hour?
No, yeah. Feels
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Man, if you can't tell, we're dead.
Then
And then, when I,
and then you
and when you,
and then I
and then,
yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Holy shit. You know, golf was fun.
Yeah, we got through both courses, and
Went back to
Oh,
the car.
Neither of us got a hole in one. I was gonna say I thought I got a hole in one in like the last one.
We
but
were both so close so many times.
that last one that I hit, and we were both like, "Oh my!"
You got boned.
Yeah, I got robbed.
Raw dogged. More like it.
Huh?
Do you need the hot dog vacuum?
I'm joking.
No, and then we went to the car, slammed another.
Yep.
Before we went back up to the driving range.
Yeah.
Because obviously, no one plays golf sober. That's just, it's not how you play the sport. It's like rule number 2, it's like be drunk. So, you're not going to have fun any other way.
And mom met us there,
Yep.
and I was just hitting fucking dingers.
I was just hitting balls.
right off the bat.
So many balls.
Right off the golf club.
Randolph. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Right off the fucking bat, I was hitting just dingers.
No, it was off the tee.
No, mine was a little bat.
Oh, this guy's good.
Yeah. It'd squeak every time I hit it. And I would whisper to myself, "I'm Batman," every time I hit it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that why you scooted it further away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's-
I'm Batman. You hit the back fence. Justice.
Justice. I saw crime back there. Imagine committing a crime and getting hit by the golf ball.
He's stealing.
From like a
Fork!
mile away. You're like really far the fuck away, and you have to scramble to find somewhere to put a tee.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit. And you just put it in like a crack in the ground and just fucking. You check the weather app to see what what it's
2
looking
degrees
like.
south wind.
And then you just. And the guy's just like walking away with someone's purse. I'm like, yeah, I just stole. And boom!
Golf ball. Dead. That would kill someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you could hit them hard enough to the point where they have that kind of movement, they're dead.
They're dead. Gone.
And so it is busy as shit for a Tuesday.
True.
And we
Please just put a baguette on the screen or something.
It's just us going to wee wee.
We. And just bottom text right here.
No, we it was really busy, and so we started like on the bottom row to look and see if we could find any good spots where not very many people were, and we find one with 2 tees, and we set stuff down just in case, and then I went to go look further on, for maybe a one with 3 of them, so we wouldn't have to split playing or something like that, and that Kobe stopped us for a second.
Old high school friend. That was cool.
It's so weird to me. I don't think I ever really had an interaction with that guy.
I talk to him every once in a while.
I don't think I mean, like, even in high school, I never had an interaction with him. So the fact that he stopped me
And just knew
and
your name.
reminded me that I went to high school with him, I was like, yeah, I know.
I know.
I'm aware. I didn't want to talk to you.
I know who you are. That's why I was looking the other way when I walked past.
I know who you are, but we never had a conversation, so I wasn't going to say hi. We never interacted in high school, so I wasn't going to say anything to you.
Yeah.
He's in that group of people that I see at the gym all the time that I could be like, I could say hi.
Yeah.
But it's not
I
worth
don't
it.
wanna.
Yeah. And then I get down a little bit further, and it's just a whole bunch of just like 2 spots, and that's it. And I turn around, and you and him aren't talking anymore. He's just you both disappear, and then I look over, and Mom's going out with her club and bucket, and she's going up the stairs, and I'm like, you could have waited for us. And so then I go up there, and she's like, I was just about to call you. There's 3 spots over here. So we grab our stuff when we get up there, and I have a hard time hitting when there's people like in front of me, because I feel like I might hit one astray and it will hurt someone. And so all I
They
did
shouldn't stand there.
all I did was slide the little green turf over like 2 spaces because the rest of it from where I was on was just empty. And so I just pulled it over 2 spaces so that Cade could pull his over one, and we just had.
But I pulled mine over too, anyways, because I wanted to be next to him.
And then Mom pulled hers over, but we had it kind of a little bit more spread out. And again, I'm not worried about people behind me. I was like, they could hit me with a golf ball and I'd be fine. But if I hit someone with a golf ball myself, then I'll have an issue.
Yeah.
And so, as soon as I set everything down, some dude in a golf cart goes, "Is there a reason why you slid those over?" And I go, "Well, I'm not very comfortable hitting with people in front of me or anything." And he's like, "Well, I don't like having to go pick up golf balls out there." And I just was like, "Well."
By the way, on the golf course.
On the golf, yeah. He doesn't want to go pick up golf balls on the golf course. Or even, I don't even know if he was mentioning just like off in the golf course like itself, or even just off to the side, because it's not going to go that far into the golf course.
Yeah. And also, they have a machine that picks it up.
Yeah. And so he was like making a huge fit out of it, and I was like, "Well, I'm just not comfortable with that," and then started to walk away, and he just goes and does this like white guy thing where they're like, it's the angry, like, you know how they do that thing when they wave, but it's the angry one with the lips curled in. Yeah. And then drives away, and
I didn't even hear him. All of a sudden, I turn around and you're talking to this guy, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
and it made me so mad. I was like, why do you have so many spaces over here, and you're not even...
Why did he care?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he cared because he didn't want to go pick up golf balls over there, but, like, you know, the whole reason why this exists is to hit golf balls. So if they go somewhere that isn't where they're supposed to, then fix that.
First off, he wasn't wearing anything that, like, signified he even worked there.
Can you imagine it was just some random guy that was like, I don't like having to pick up golf balls.
That's crazy. Like, either you don't work there, so you shouldn't care, or second, you get fucking paid for it.
Yeah, it was stupid, and it kind of pissed me off. Like, the rest of the night, I wouldn't let it go. Like, at least for a little while, I was like, I should have said, I paid, I can do whatever the fuck I want or something.
Just,
just. Can you imagine? He's like, is there a reason why you moved that over? I just go, and he goes, yeah, okay,
my bad.
Sorry about that.
You just pull out the rock, paper, scissors.
He's like, shit, fuck, shit.
This guy's
Carry
good.
on.
All right.
And like I said, I was hitting some dingers, dude.
Broke, it's usable. Jesus fuck. See that shit?
And it was because when I went golfing, they helped correct a couple things with me that were like simple things that I'm like, oh. So as long as I keep my back like in the same position and I don't move up or down, and then I like it's in the like this, I just simple things that were fixed, and so I was just smacking the shit out of them, which I've got a video or two that I could put in, and then same thing with you. You were like, all right, what are you doing? And then I told you like the 2 things that they told me, and it just helped.
Yeah. I hit a fucking big one. Then Carson just laid a joke on it in the video, which was better than my hit.
Well, it was so frustrating because neither of you heard me say it.
No,
so
I did, and I was gonna say something about it, but I was still in the moment of, that was a really good fucking hit. And then the moment passed, and I was like, well, shit.
And I was just sitting there like, oh, yeah, fuck me, I guess. That's so funny, and you guys missed it. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, I liked the joke.
And the joke was that there's an Amazon packaging facility or whatever just down from where we're hitting, and he smacked one that looked like it just went to the moon. And I go, well, someone's getting that in an Amazon package or something like that.
Yeah.
And no, saying now it doesn't even seem that funny, but in the moment it was hilarious.
Oh, you had to be there.
And it was crazy.
It was like a movie.
It made me. I was so upset. I was like,
fine. Just starts kicking rocks.
Stupid. I kick a golf ball off the top
Yeah.
and it just rolls. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you. It was funny.
Then what was it, Wednesday? Did we have anything else with golf?
No, we kind of just hit some balls, sucked each other's, and went home.
On Wednesday, I went to Bon Iver, which my boss let me leave early, so I got there at like 1 o'clock.
Damn.
Yeah, sat in line. I was still like the 10th person in line.
Damn.
Yeah, people were actually camping out. Like the Ogden Twilight people showed a video that someone put on their story of them there at like midnight the night before,
What the fuck?
camping out, and then another person.
Where do you shit?
They have outhouses like near.
You lose your spot in line.
True. You just shit in line.
Okay.
Just open that sewer grate right next to the line and just-
True, yeah.
Now there was also another person who posted a picture on their story at like 8 in the morning, and they were laying in their truck with it facing the amphitheater, so that like they're in the bed of their truck and you could see the amphitheater and their like legs and stuff like that. So they were like, people were out there so early for it.
Yeah.
And
Wouldn't it like just make you feel stupid that you camped out overnight and like just still hours, like a couple hours before, there's still like 10 people in line?
right.
It's like wasted your fucking time.
And I sat down, and last time I did this, I drew some shit with dirt.
Yeah.
And so this time I sit down, and I ate 2 Bahama Mama things from Maverick. I ate
Yeah.
2 of them.
Oh God.
And then I had a Celsius, and I bought a Bucked Up.
So did you want your stomach to implode?
Well, my stomach isn't as bad. Like, it's just picky choosy kind of thing.
Picky choosy.
Yeah.
I have
Tummy hurt, picky choosy.
I have a feeling that no matter how picky choosy, 2 gas station burritos and 2 energy
It
drinks.
wasn't burritos.
What were
They're
they?
the hot dogs.
Oh right.
They're like the wrapped ones and like the croissant stuff.
Taquitos?
No.
No.
Hot dogs.
Wieners.
I can't believe you said taquito.
I don't-
I said hot dog.
Yeah, you said it was wrapped in something, so I'm like, oh,
I said
taquitos.
croissant.
Taquitos are wrapped. Yeah.
It's like the pigs in a blanket, but just big pigs.
They use pigs?
Police officer.
What?
Police officer. Pig
Oh.
in a blanket.
I'm following now.
So I sit down, and I not only have had 2 of those hot dogs, which didn't do anything. I was fine. And then I had a Celsius because one of them was really spicy, and I bought the Celsius to save for the next morning because of work, you know. But then after I ate it, I was like, I need something to drink right now. So I drank the Celsius, and now I have a Bucked Up, which has got a shit ton of fucking caffeine in it.
It's like 200 to 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I bring it with me because I'm like, I don't want to leave this in my car, and I'm probably gonna need to be awake to drive home in case of because I could have gone to Alleged for free with my ticket.
Oh,
and done
cool.
an after party with like a DJ and stuff. So I was like,
I didn't
if I
know
go
that
to
was
that,
a thing.
then I could just, I'll just save the energy drink and drink it like right before I go in or something because I can't bring it.
Yeah.
So I sit down and I'm on my phone for just a minute or two, and then I'm like, all right, let's find something for me to do that's gonna entertain me for a while. And so I put my phone and everything down, and
Pulls out his coloring book.
I forgot that roll of stickers. I ended up cutting up into like the little squares and stuff, and I've decided that because they are terrible quality, and well, not terrible, but like way worse than what the other ones were, I'm just gonna slap them everywhere. So on
Good.
25th, allegedly on
Allegedly.
25th, there's like 3 light poles that have it on there, a couple signs,
Nice.
and so I'm sitting down, and I have still more stickers in I like stuck them in my wallet or something, and I was like, I could just give these to people, or I could just put them anywhere in there or something like that. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to figure out what to do, and I like taking sticks out of like because I was next to a tree, and I was like, maybe I'll make like a face out of it or something.
Yeah.
And I started doing it, and then I started getting like real intricate with it, where I'm like leaning over the concrete, and I'm doing one of these over the top of it, like trying to adjust with another stick, trying to like place it correctly. And then this guy that's sitting across from me, who got there not too earlier than I did, I think. He goes, "Hey, what you doing over here?" And I was like, "I'm just making a face." And he goes, "Peak boredom." And I go, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And he goes, "You mind if I sit next to you?" And I'm like, "Not at all." And he sat down and immediately I go, "You want a sticker?" And he goes, "Sure." And he's like, "I don't have anything to give you." And I'm like, "That's fine.
That's fine.
It helps." And
He pulls out another hot dog.
he pulls out a different sticker.
Yep.
Did you start the timer?
No. I'm in shambles.
So, he I
Get
gave
off
him a
my
sticker.
Lego.
Damn it.
You're not a snowboarder.
And we just kind of start chatting a little bit and kind of casual, getting to know like who we are and all this kind of stuff. And I think he said he's from Orem, and he came all the way
Oh.
out here, and he was like, "This is like one of the few times that I've been in Ogden." And to me, that's just
Can't blame
bizarre.
him.
Right, but it's just like in my head, it's just weird to think that people just aren't. They're not just in Ogden all the time.
Yeah. Everywhere else is just NPC land.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's just like
It doesn't. People can't live.
it's the
there.
outskirts of the map, so it's
Yeah.
like there's not really much going on.
Exactly. We can't go past the mountains.
Yeah. Grays out. As soon as you get over there, it just goes.
Yep.
Get back on the map, and then you got to get back.
No,
in
it's
the
like
map.
Borderlands where they just have like sentries that will literally shoot and kill you if you try to go off the map.
And so we were just chatting it up for.
Wait, that's actually
hours.
true though. The government does that to us.
Yeah. Yeah, if you go through illegally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just on one of their bases.
Just nuke you when you come over. It's not even like coming from like Mexico to the U.S. You just go to Mexico,
Yeah.
like, and it's.
You're showing them your passport and they're just like, send the nuke.
Yeah, well, it's not even. It's just like you're out in like just in Arizona somewhere, and in the middle of the desert, and you just walk past the imaginary line out there, just kind of walking around,
You sure?
and you just hear.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? And boom, boom.
Just you look up and 10 mortar shells are coming right to you. A Hellfire missile. They already launched a jet.
And that same day at the concert, Biden was in Utah.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that until someone told me. And apparently there was a guy out in Provo who
Yeah, I posted that on my story.
Okay, you did.
Yeah.
That was you. Okay, yeah, they told me about it because I had just not even read about it. I'm like, well, he's dumb.
Yeah, like threatened, and then they like fatally shot him or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
they stormed his
It was
house.
the FBI. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Utah.
I know. In my head, I wanted to post on my story. I thought it was a little too political. Like people would get upset by it, but I was gonna post like, "Way to make a great impression, Utah! Like, look at
Yeah.
us go!
Look at us.
Like the president could have gone to like virtually any other state, and that could have happened.
Yeah,
but,
there's a
like,
reason they don't come here.
But it just like, and that could have happened in any other state, but of course it had to happen in our state.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and just like an hour away from us.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then Trayton posted a video on his story of them caravanning past his work.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. So we're just chatting it up. This guy's name is Dakota, which
Sick name.
I gotta say, it is hilarious that I don't know what it's called, but like not the trend, but like the stereotype that men can go however long without knowing each other's names. You know, me and him didn't know each other's names until we were about to go into the concert.
Did you ask him north or south?
We were sitting out in front of like in the line for like 4 hours next to each other, just talking constantly about all this stuff, and then we stand up and the line's about to start moving, and my mom's with me now, and we're just kind of standing there, and I was like, "Hey, can I get your snap?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course." And so we get each other's Snapchats or whatever, and we're like standing up, like I'm pulling up the ticket on my phone, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, I'm Dakota." And I go, "Oh my God, I can't believe we did this whole time." And he was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "I'm Carson," and we just like I think that
I
happened
love
before
that.
we got the snap because we would have seen each other's names. But,
Yeah.
It was so funny that like we went 4 hours talking to each other, and neither of us just said our name.
It's not important.
It is not.
You call other dudes dude, pal, buddy, brother bear. That's one of my favorites.
And but we literally talked about like so much shit, like photography, music stuff. I mentioned the podcast. He actually texted me yesterday, I think, and he was like, the podcast is getting me through work lately. So like I was able to get him on the pod and talk about my music and stuff like that. And while this is all happening, I can't believe I put my phone back in my pocket after I got it out that first time.
You got it.
Okay. And so I get done finally with the face that I made out of sticks, and he's like, now that's art. And I go, yeah, that is art, huh?
Yeah.
And he was like, you got to give it a name now. And you got to give it a name now. I guess I could say that into the microphone. And I go, oh, yeah. And I was like, just kind of like about to say something. And he goes, Hector. And I go, that's it.
That's it. That's a Hector.
That's Hector.
That's Hector. I love just the butt of the cigarette.
Yeah, the cigarette. This guy's a smoker.
That guy, he looks like one.
And then at one point I accidentally like sat down and put my feet all over it and just spread the whole thing out. And I was
Just
like,
ruined
shit.
all of your work.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. But he was chill as fuck. And I mean, hey, if you're listening to this, dude, that was a highlight of that day because of work and then just talking to you for 4 hours.
Stay away from my best friend.
And we were talking about concerts and like he loves like goes to the raves and stuff like that, and it was just really fun. And then we get in the concert, and I did this thing that I do with you, where I'm like, "All right, Mom, here's what the plan is. Okay, I'm gonna get in a box.
Yep, I know it.
I'm gonna ship that box 10 people in front of me to the front of the line.
The front of the line.
No, I was like, all right, when we get in there, you're gonna go straight to the spot that you're gonna take for us. And I'm like, I'm gonna get merch first. I gotta go pee really bad, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'll meet you back there, and if you want to split off or you need to go get something, we can trade or something like that. And she was like, okay. She's like, I'm kind of hungry. And I was like, actually, why don't I, while I'm out and about doing all this, get you food and stuff like that while I'm doing all this, and then you can just save the spot until we get back, and then we're just, boom, we're chilling.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. We get in, I go to the merch thing, and I'm trying to be nice because they have like a specific thing set up so that the line goes this way. And at the end of the line, like where you pay, it says line ends here, like don't enter kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll go around. No one's in line. It doesn't matter. So I go around, and as I'm walking up, someone just goes right through the exit part.
Naturally.
And just starts buying merch. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's the second time this has happened.
Yeah.
Remember at Bryce Vine when that happened to me? Yeah. So I was like, what the fuck? I just need to stop listening to rules and
Apparently.
just be a
but
dick.
here's the thing. The one time you do it,
I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to be like, no, you got to go around. I'll be like,
Yep.
motherfucker. So I got a shirt. They didn't have any like tour shirts, which was interesting. It was this one with a little witch hat and boots.
boots.
And there was a really, really cool looking crew neck, but I just decided I'd get a shirt.
How much was the crew neck?
Like $45.
Yikes.
Yeah. So I got the shirt. I ran to the porta potty, and I was like the first one to use it, so it was just nice and clean. And
Good old honey bucket.
I contemplated putting a sticker inside of there.
Oh, that would have
So
been great.
Anybody that goes in there is gonna see it, can see my sticker or something like that. And I was like, this thing's too fresh and clean right now. Like, and if I'm the first person to use it, and then someone goes in after, and they're like, that motherfucker put a sticker in here. Like,
Plus, they probably deep clean the shit out of
Yeah.
Literally the shit out of those.
yeah. So it wouldn't be up for very long. I just thought it'd be fun for the concert
It would be really
for
funny.
that to be in there.
Just right on the door, so when they close it, they're like, what the fuck?
Yep. And then I get done. I go over and get Mom. I asked her on the phone. I was like, "Do you want 1 slice or 2 slices?" She's like, 2 slices. I was like, "All right." So I get her 2 slices. I get myself a water, and then I told her, I was like, "I'm probably not going to drink because I do got to drive home later, and I don't want it to make me pee." Like, we discussed this on the pod, and I was just like kind of going through that. And so I get the pizzas, and I look over, and the beer line is like right next to me, and there's nobody.
Really?
Completely empty. And I go, I mean, I could probably have a beer.
I could have like one.
And so then I walk over, and I go, is this where I get my ID checked? And they go, no. And they point over to this This poor lady that's sitting by herself at this little table next to all the beer set up, and it's just like a little shit table, and she's just got little bracelets, and that's it. And so I go, oh, okay. And I walk over and I go, hi, sorry, this is like my first time, so I don't know how this works. And she's like, you're fine. She looks at it and she goes, oh, dang, happy birthday. And I go, thank you.
Thank you.
And she's like, well, have fun. And she gives me a bracelet. I walk over and I get, the first thing I got was an Ogden peach
Ooh.
Palmer thing of
Nice.
some sort. And then I take everything over to Mom, and I'm like a little bit shaky because I did have that energy drink on top of the energy drink.
Yeah.
And I was anxious about getting inside and getting everything done, and I'm excited about the concert. So I'm like, just all of that combined, I'm just sitting there like,
He didn't even have to walk. He just vibrated
yeah, I
down the
just fucking just vibrated all the way through. And I get to her, and she's got the widespread leg thing against the rail, and I hand her 2 pieces of pizza, and she's like, she takes the one, and I'm just holding the other one, and I'm so shaky that like I want to be able to hold my drink with 2 hands because I'm worried it's either gonna slip out of my hand or I'm gonna like drop it. I just don't know. I was worried about not having 2 hands on it, and so it gets to a certain point where she's like, "Do you want me to hold that?" And I'm like, "Well, no, I can hold it till you're done with that one." And she's like, "Are you not gonna eat it?" And I go, Mom, you wanted 2 pieces of pizza.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't say 2, did I? And I was like, you said 2. You said you wanted 2 pieces of pepperoni pizza. And she goes, oh, well, I'm probably not going to eat all that. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I didn't necessarily want to eat it because I was like, I had those 2 hot dogs. I was all right.
The taquitos, yeah.
And yeah, I had the 2 taquito burritos. And I was like, I think I'm okay. You know, I had the energy drink. I'm about to have alcohol, and that'll fill me up a little bit, you know, and whatnot. So
That's what we in the business like to call a heart attack.
and so I am now getting to the point where I'm like, I'm just going to sit down.
Yeah.
So I sit down, and I'm drinking my drink, and she eats the first pizza, and then she gets just like, I don't even think she took a bite of the second pizza. She's like,
Nice.
do you just want this one? And I was like, sure. And so when I took like the first couple of bites, I was like, oh, I'm actually hungry. And so I ate the whole pizza and was like, I guess that was a good thing that I did that. And then
Probably balanced out the levels a little.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. And then I drank all of my drink, and
What'd you do to my drink?
I stood up and I was like, that was the most stupid drink I could have ever bought because it was like, it didn't feel anything. It couldn't even taste the alcohol. Like it felt like I just drank a really expensive sugary drink for nothing at all. And I was like, this is stupid.
Fuck.
And I'm looking around, and everyone's got these beers that are like 24 ounces.
The fuck?
And I'm like, what in the hell? Why didn't mine look that big?
Don't stop believing.
Hold on to the feeling.
Street lights, people. Ba 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 ba.
So
Funky Town starts playing.
I'm like, why does everyone have these 24-ounce beers? Why? And mine was fucking such a small drink. And I was like, I was looking at Mom, and I was kind of looking around, and I was like, it's still not very filled in yet. I probably could weasel my way out. And then she needed to go fill up her water, so I spread eagle that thing.
Nice.
Saved her spot. She got back, and I was like, all right, I think I'm going to go get a beer.
Yep.
And so I go over there, and I get a 24-ounce beer, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
what I needed.
And after that, I did have, like, the slightest bit of a buzz going, and I was just
Nice.
feeling great. And
then just pissed my pants in the middle of it all.
then I'm just kind of, like, looking at the crowd, and I look over, and I can see Dakota
Yeah.
just not too far from me, and he's talking to the guy next
Every
to him.
time.
I know. As soon as you get a familiar face in line or something like that, you'll just see him everywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere and everywhere, all of the time.
Welcome to the.
And
Why
so
did I have the need to like sing that when you were singing the other song as well?
I don't know.
I was gonna sing "Welcome to the Internet" and then fucking rapper.
I don't know if he noticed me or not, but I just would look over and be like, "Oh, hey, look, there's Dakota. That's nice."
Anyways,
Yeah, and then every once in a while I'd look over, see what he's doing. Like, what you up to over there, buddy? Well, how's it going? How's it hanging?
building in there?
Any friends in there? And
Congratulations.
the opener comes on. Sid Saram, I think is his name. And
How was it?
he was fantastic. He was he does soul music, and his story was beautiful, and his music was gorgeous. Like, I only listened to one song before we had seen him. Whoa! And he did play that song, which I got a video of, and then all of the stuff he was playing after that was on an album that hadn't come out yet.
Oh, nice.
So we were just kind of like getting all this new stuff, and I was like, "Damn, this is beautiful as fuck.
This is beauty.
This is beauty as fuck, dude."
Bruh, the beauty.
And then a little bit later, On Time, Bon Iver comes on.
That's surprising.
Dude, there's like 3 different spots of like synthesizers, 2 drum sets. There's a guitarist, and then the lead singer himself also plays the guitar. Then there's another guitarist and another person with a guitar and another person with a bass.
How many fucking guitars?
And so it's like each person that had a synthesizer, there was 4, I think, actually. And there's like on the right side of the stage, you can see one, and he's got a drum set and synthesizers. And then the middle, where the lead singer is, has a synthesizer and a guitar. And then on the left, there's a bunch of synthesizers and a guitar. And in the back, there's a drum set. And then in the middle, there's a bunch of synthesizers and a guitar.
Okay, these guys have a shit ton of equipment.
And then on the top right side, there's synthesizers and a bass guitar. So
What
like
the fuck?
it was nuts, and it worked because it was just really pretty music the whole time, and they all
Yeah.
had microphones, so they were doing like the harmonies and everything. It was so pretty, and I was sad that they didn't play Roslyn, the song that I covered.
But Carson did take a video of my favorite for me. Because
Yes.
he's cute.
Well, and I liked that song before too. It was just so pretty, and when he whipped out the guitar, I was like, well, I got to get a video of this. And then it turned out it was Skinny Love, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that was perfect.
Even better.
Yeah. And so then I just made sure I got like the chorus and then
It was a good video.
a good, portion of it, and then I was like, all right. And I got a couple of them that I recognized, but it was weird when they were like doing sound check and stuff before anyone was even in there. I heard them play this song called Over Soon, and I leaned to Dakota and I go, "Oh, sounds like that was Over Soon." And he was like, "Oh, good to know that they'll play that," and they didn't play it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, you really gonna tease us like that? Like you played the vocals and everything from it?"
They're just back there like, watch this.
Yeah. you want to see how to upset a crowd?
Yeah.
You want to see how to upset 10 people sitting outside right now?
all the real ones that came early. Fuck them.
you. And it was a good concert. It was very pretty. And I thought on the encore that they were gonna play Roslyn. I was like just praying because they pulled out an acoustic guitar.
How could you not?
It's their most popular song.
Well,
And then they also have a song with Taylor Swift. So it's like, I
Roslyn I might be able to understand because that one was used in a movie, so the rights to it might be weird.
but if
It was made for Twilight.
yeah, but that's also like Dominic Fike made a song for the Spider-Verse.
I still think he just kind of made that, and then it was really good. And they're like, sure.
And I did actually look at the story of Roslyn, and it was made before the Twilight stuff.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, him and
Why
Saint
is its
Vincent.
cover art still Twilight?
I
then?
don't know. It's weird. But him and Saint Vincent were fans of each other when they met, and Bon Iver was like, "I have an idea for this song," and they just worked together on it. And
There's potential they bought the rights to it.
then later on, Twilight wanted to put it in the movie.
Yeah.
But
That's
either way,
still
I think
odd.
the only reason why they didn't play it is because it's them and Saint Vincent, and because without Saint Vincent, it's like kind of the same reason why they wouldn't play this Taylor Swift song is because it's a collaboration between the two. You kind of
Fair.
need the other part, So, which doesn't stop Tech Nine.
Never.
He always does the ones with the features and plays the features part,
Yeah.
and it's just like the one time he was like, and I sent this to my buddy Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot, and he gave me this verse, and then he goes, and he just goes in, tell me, and he just like goes off.
I loved when he really just like put up the music video.
yeah,
For
and
The
you could
Rock.
see them sitting there, yeah.
It's about drive. It's about
And so they play through. I don't know. It was very sad to me. Then, the encore, it was still just good stuff, but I was a little bit pissy that they didn't play it at the end of it. I was kind of just like, fucking stupid. You should have played the fucking song.
Fucking here?
And We get
you
out
get
of
up
there.
on stage and just do it yourself.
I'm like, all right, hold on, guys,
Everyone-
keep it going.
Everyone get
Get back here. I'm
I
just
got
gonna
it.
try this real quick.
I got it.
And then I just absolutely fucking
Bomb.
wreck it. Yeah,
Yeah.
just I'm dropping the pick in the guitar.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
I accidentally turn on one of their pedals. It's like an electric guitar, so I'm all and I'm like, shit. Then as we're walking out, like I said, I had the option to go to the ledge, and I had a ticket so that I could get in for free, and it would be my first time there, first time at a bar kind of thing, and I was like, that could be fun.
That could be fun.
And so as we're walking back, I was like, I don't know, and I'm like looking at my car, and I'm looking at a ledge. I was like, and I was like, you know what? I can go anytime I want now. I'm 21. This isn't like a one-time deal. Like, I can't go after this.
True.
So I was like, I'm going to go home, make sure I get good sleep because I got work tomorrow.
Yeah. I forget. Yeah, this was just Wednesday.
Yeah. And so I get home, and then all of a sudden Mandy texts me and goes, hey, come to Kokomo after, or whatever that bar is.
Yeah.
She's like, come to that bar after the concert's over. And I'm sitting in my bed in my underwear, and I'm staring at the text, and I go, yeah, I'm already home.
That's not happening.
I was like, I could have gone to Alleged, but I thought I'd get some sleep and all this kind of stuff. She's like, Alleged is closed. And I go, at first I was like, wait, really? And then I was like, no, it's not closed. They're doing an event up at the top.
Yeah.
The DJ was posting about it. So I was like, no. And she's like, oh, unless they're just opening the top. And I was like, yeah. It's an after party. It's not like the actual club thing. So I was like, yeah, it's... And then... Anyway, that was stupid, but...
Drain Bramage.
Then Thursday, I go to B-Dubs, and I order a banquet. It's a big one.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, it's a big one.
I wanted to say cute glass.
And then the whole family showed up. It was awesome. It was nice to see all of them.
Good.
And I got some... I didn't get to show you. I have a shirt. It was sitting on the table. It's this Fender shirt that looks really cool. And then I was going to get a mojito just to give it a shot. We
Yep.
were out of mint, so couldn't do a mojito. Then I was going to do a Tito's Mule, but then she told me that I should try their Long Island iced tea thing because it was like on sale. It was like the deal of the day or something like that. But it's funny. I don't know when they updated it, but at the front they gave me a bracelet because I was drinking, and
What?
it says VIP on it and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, shit, yeah, I'm VIP. I've got my birthday princess sash on and a VIP bracelet.
I didn't know they did bracelets
I
there.
think it's new because
Okay.
I've never seen it happen there
Yeah.
before, and they had to check if I had a bracelet on and still check my ID.
Then what's the fucking point?
It was still weird. So, and then yeah, so then I got that Long Island iced tea and had a good buzz going while I was eating my wings.
Good shit.
And then Friday, I go to the Outlaw, play some pool, and I don't know if I told you this part, but I was so cold while I was in there. I was wearing pants, I was wearing just a t-shirt, and I was like shaking. Like that cold where like you have to get in your car in the morning and your heater isn't working yet, and you're just sitting there kind of like your body's actually shaking without you having control over it.
Like when we were going to Phoenix and I was in the car like, I'm not okay.
Well, and like it's almost when you can almost feel your jaw doing that thing too, where it's like
My entire body just
kinda-
was vibrating.
it's that, yeah.
Like if I had a girlfriend, she would love it. She would love it if I was cold.
And that's what it felt like while I was in the bar, and I was like, what in the hell? It's not that cold, or it's not that hot outside for them to be putting in this much AC, and it doesn't actually feel that cold, but I am freezing
you
right
look
now.
at the AC, it's 54.
And at that night, I had 2 of like the tall boy banquets and a shot of Jaeger while I was playing pool. And I remember I was playing by myself for the majority of the night, and this old guy, there was a group of people next to me, and this old guy that just kind of walked in with him, and he was watching me play, and I hit like an insane shot. And it was all planned out and everything, and I was taken aback myself that I made it. I was like, damn, that actually worked.
Damn.
And I saw him in the corner of my eye after I hit it. He goes, and he kind of like rears back
He
on his
does the,
heels.
"Oh,
He just kind of goes back on his heels and just kind of like plops back down, and he's all,
okay.
and like he was maybe about to say something to me, but then didn't, and I was just like,
Hey, you got the
Alright.
you got the old guy stamp of approval.
yeah, I'm just surprised he didn't. If he had suspenders, he would have went like, would have pulled them out, and then, but that was fun, and like her friends were coming over and being like, happy birthday, all this kind of stuff. And I was a little confused because my mom had a little table with her friends, and people would come in, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool," or like, "That person's cute," or something like that. And but then all of them would go to the table that my mom was at, and it was like everyone that was coming through the door was gonna go to that table, and I was like, "What in the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Does everyone just want to hang out over here? Like, do they know them? What is the deal? Is it just popping in this area so people are just hanging out?"
It's a cool kid table.
And I was just like, "What is going on?" And they just hovered. They almost had like 3 tables worth of people over there, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I never asked her what the hell happened over there, but like, and she didn't even. I don't even think she knew people that were over there, and I was just like,
Oh.
"What's going on? What's going on?
What's happening?
And then my mom's friend's husband was like, "You want to play a couple rounds?" And I go, "Oh, I just ran out of quarters. I can't." Which I told you the whole thing where it's like you have to use quarters to use the machines, and then I went to the ATM and the lowest amount of money I could pull out was $20, and then the quarter machine wouldn't take a $20 bill, so there was like no way for me to get the quarters.
What a wonderful system they
Right,
have.
and it charged $3 for me to get $20 out. It was stupid. Okay, so and I was like, I just ran out of quarters, and which I guess I didn't explain that some lady that my mom didn't know was like, "Oh, here," and gave me $3, and she's like, "I think it's 75 cents for a game," and then in my head I was like, "Then why'd you give me $3?" And I was like, I mean, it evenly gives you the right amount of quarters to play all of that money.
True. 4 games.
Yeah, so I was just like, I take it. And so I put the first one in, and I was like, should I just give her $2 back? And I was like, well, I wonder if it's like 75 cents a game, not just 75 cents to play until I'm done, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then I put them all in there, bring the quarters over, and start playing it. It is 75 cents a game. So every time you hit a ball in, it stays in. Yeah.
I mean, that is a solid way to make money off a pool table,
Yeah.
but also go fuck yourself.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, what if I didn't notice at the time, but I accidentally scratched and hit the white ball in, and I was like,
Now what?
do I have to pay to get that back? But it has like a system for if that one goes in, it just comes to a different hole that's
Okay.
open that you can take that out.
Good.
But anyway, he's like, I've got quarters, and he takes out a stack and sets them down, and we play. And he just, I don't know what happened in the time from me absolutely just running the table by myself to playing against him and just sucking.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing where I got to the 8 ball. Like, it was maybe the first or second game that we played, and I got to the 8 ball, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good, this isn't too bad. And then I think I made it into the wrong one or something like that, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That is like my thing I do. And so I then lose the next couple. I won one game, and it was while he wasn't paying attention, so it just kind of made me feel like shit.
Yeah.
And then we got done, and he's like, "Do you want to keep playing?" And I was like, I'm all right.
Literally tears in your eyes. No, I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fine.
No,
I think I need a break.
I think I'm gonna go home.
And then I just hung out and drank water for the rest of the night until my mom was like, "All right, I just want to see when the next song is going to be, and if I can dance to it or something. And if it's nothing good, then we can just leave." And I was like, "That's fine.
Okay.
Do whatever you want to do." And we left. And I didn't necessarily regret it, but I think I would have enjoyed it more under different circumstances. Where if I
Definitely.
had like Cade there to goof off with me and do stupid shit. And because there's
See how quick we can get kicked out of a bar
like I was
without
explaining,
drinking.
Yeah, like I was explaining to you yesterday. There's like a whole bunch of rules that I just wasn't aware of, and
Yeah.
like it felt like being at a new school, kind of like going from junior high to high school or elementary to junior high, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it felt like a whole thing that I was just like, I don't even know. Am I supposed to be over here?
Yeah.
Like, is this okay if I'm using this pool table kind of thing, or like, am I allowed to use the pool cues that are actually on the wall? Like,
Do you have to pay 75 cents to take one off the wall type thing?
And it felt very weird. So I think in these instances, I would be better off with groups of people that I'm hanging out with myself, rather than like my mom doing her thing and me doing my own thing. I was just kind of like, this is rough.
Oh, you know what I just fucking realized? My mom baited the shit out of me for tonight.
Why?
'Cause my aunt is going to take her there. She's like, and then can you give me a ride home? And I said, oh, yeah, sure, no problem. I forget that she likes to stay.
Oh.
And I like to be there for an hour and leave.
That's when you should be like,
I would say have your husband take you home, but he also leaves as soon as I do. So
well, I was going to say, you should just be like, I left some laundry I got to go do or something like.
see, the worst part is she has a couple, I ordered packages to her house, so I have to go there regardless.
Yeah. Oh.
So I'm like, Fuck.
You got baited.
I got baited. Anyways,
Masturbated.
hold on.
You got baited by the master.
Oh god. That's gonna be fun.
Then the party last night.
It was a movie.
It was so fun.
It
I
was
got
really fun.
a whole bunch of tropical decorations, and it
Had a little pool full of ice for all the
Yes.
drinks. That was super
was
cute.
so fun.
Loved
Everyone
that.
loved that. We
Oh
had-
yeah.
Mom made Jello shots for us that I almost completely forgot about till Cade reminded me.
Yep.
It was kind of lame though. It seemed like everyone needed to leave early, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like they all had a reason to leave early, which made me a little sad. And then some people that said that they were going to show up and stop by or whatever didn't. And then some other people just ghosted me entirely after saying they would come and bring something. So
and then the people that are like, oh, I can swing by for a minute, stayed the whole night. That's
Mhm.
crazy. It was. I still had a shit ton of fun.
me too. I had a lot of fun, especially playing football with Fletcher. That was a whole lot of fun.
I'm still gonna forever hold it over my head that Fletcher and Zach tried to take me down and I won. So it was a surprise attack. All of a sudden, a gremlin was on my leg, and someone was around my shoulder, and I was on the ground. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, "Yeah, Zach's light enough."
Yep. That's always how it goes. You can just lift him up.
Yeah, it was fun.
I got pretty messed up
Same.
for sure.
After everything, it was just Carson and I left because
Yeah.
I stayed the night because I also got trashed. And super fucking funny because we just came in here. What did you put on the TV? Oh, I put on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then we just kept eating chips.
Yeah.
for
Chips,
for like
cookies,
30 minutes, we were just eating chips.
and
Just bag after bag.
yeah, we were just like, because I brought almost all of them down with us. There's only like the regular potato chips left up there. So we were just eating all of the chips. And at one point, I can't remember if you came in here or something like that, but then I turned on. I turned on SpongeBob 24-hour thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I was like, the fuck am I doing? I have like Pluto TV. It's like the free cable basically.
Yeah.
So I got on there and they were only playing Fairly Odd Parents, and then SpongeBob was playing at 4 in the morning. So I was like, fuck.
Shit.
So I just went back to YouTube, and then right before I fell asleep, I was like, I'm just going to watch Fairly Odd Parents. This is stupid. So I clicked on Fairly Odd Parents and passed the fuck out. Like, I don't even
Nice.
think I remember seeing the episode. Like, I remember putting it on and then rolling over and just...
I remember you were still up and doing shit. I just came in here and laid down. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
This I woke up
Tryna-
at like 6 this morning, and I had to go take a shit.
Yeah, I woke up...
And then I woke up at like 8:39 and just stayed up.
I think I woke up at like 7 or 8 and then was like, God, I was up. Like, I woke up and was like, I could probably stay up if I wanted to, but I was like, I don't
Yeah.
want to, though.
No.
So then I tried to go back to sleep for a little while. And then I turned SpongeBob on and just had it at like 2 in volume.
Yeah.
And then just for my own sake, I was like, I'm just like, this is going to be loud or
Any
something.
loud sounds right now will make my head explode.
And then we've just been lounging around all day until we just
Nah,
decided to build
this motherfucker.
Legos.
I went out to go get coffee, and he's still laying in bed. And he's like, "Hey, can you do me a favor before you go? Can you get me a cookie?"
They're like 2 feet away from my bed.
Yeah, I'm like, get the fuck out of bed.
And I just go, no, no. And I put the blanket over my head and start hitting myself with a pillow.
no,
no.
It's so fucking funny. Never got him a cookie.
Nope. It was until after he left that I finally got up and was like, oh,
I'll get my own cookie.
And then we watched I Think You Should Leave while building Legos.
It's funny.
And
I'm like halfway. I'm not even halfway, actually.
we now we're recording. So,
Now, yeah. And then as soon
um,
as we're done, you got shit to do, and then I
Yeah.
also have shit to do, so that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I gotta take Mom to the Instacare because that sound that we heard behind the camera was her falling down the stairs, which I felt so bad when I got up there because we were down here like something just blew up behind the camera, and she
her
just
ankle.
hurt her shit. Yeah. And then last but not least, I was in the parade we mentioned last episode. I was in the parade for my mom's Botox stuff, and we got some cute photos.
Carson shook hella ass.
And it was wild because we all thought that we were as prepared as could be. Like, we had the candy, we had extra stuff, we had things to pass out for people to take, like, coupons or whatever it was,
Yeah.
or vouchers or something, and samples of, like, sunscreen and, like,
It's so-
skincare stuff.
It's just hard to know how many motherfuckers are going to be there.
Right. And we were supposed to make I think we were supposed to have 2 bags or something like that, and make one bag last till halfway, and then have the other bag. But I only got handed 1 bag.
Oh.
And it was full of candy, and we put some extra, like, candy in there just in case. And my biggest issue was I was throwing candy. I was like counting just in the bag how many I needed, and I'd throw it to the kids so that they each had one. Or if I saw some greedy ass kid take multiple, I'd throw like a couple extra to the other kid or something. Like, so I was trying to be fair.
Yeah.
And throwing the candy out to these kids, and then I get to like the halfway point, and I have 3 pieces of candy left.
Ouch.
And before we get there, Nisha trips, and I think she either hit her knee or something like that and started bleeding. So we got her in the truck, and then I took her vouchers and stuff and started handing those out with the candy.
Nice.
And then I ran out of candy, and then started just only with the vouchers. And it was really hard because it's like the kids are wanting me to give it to them. I'm like, you don't want this. This is like face wash.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't
you're
want
not going to use this until you're an adult, probably, because
and
y'all
it's going to
stinky
be
as
expired
fuck.
by then.
Yeah. And I was like, this also has a Botox voucher, so don't you can't have this.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm handing them out, and then it was so bizarre to me when parents are like, they would say no. I'm like, there are people out there like chasing us down to get some of these vouchers.
Yeah.
And I was like, they probably don't even know what this is, or else they'd be like, yeah, thanks. But I'm even handing it to them with the sample side up. So they're only seeing this little sample, and the other side has a stapled like the thing to it. But
Yeah.
anyway, Mom's like we were either going way too far in front of the truck or way too far back, and it was just like the parade stayed steady. It was just like we would be like, oh shit, we're taking too long, until we'd run up to the truck, and then we'd try and stay with the truck, and then we'd go a little too fast because we're expecting it to keep going that fast. Like,
Yeah.
it was a whole thing, and then we get done. We all went to Jeremiah's, eat some food.
Oh, nice.
And it was definitely an experience. I think they're gonna do it again next year.
Good.
But it was
Next time, 2 bags of candy.
yeah, I was like, next time maybe I'll even buy more candy myself, because I was the motherfucker throwing out too much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just, I tried really hard to be fair, and it just broke my heart whenever a kid would get like nothing, you know?
You think they just look up here?
Well, it's like I would throw the candy, and then everyone would grab some, and then I'd look over and some little kid's going, and I'm like, just take it from them. I'm like, don't worry, kid,
I got it.
I gotcha.
You want candy or lead?
And so I think they're gonna do it again next year, and I was
Fun.
anxious as shit to the point where I almost threw up while we were waiting in line and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's all right. We made it. I made it through.
But it was fun.
Yeah, it was okay.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and then I just wanted to mention very quickly that while this is out, I'm going to be in Pennsylvania.
I'm going to be in Pencil.
I'm going to be in Pennsylvania.
Transylvania.
Just checking out all the fences out there.
Yeah, he got a new job as a...
Fenceler.
Yeah.
I'm a fenceler
He's a fenceler.
in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
No,
It's not a cult.
Fuck! I'm going out there. I've mentioned it before. I'm going out there to see my dad, my sisters, and everyone. But while this is coming out, I will be out there. And we were going to have... Wait, no. This one comes out after.
Oh, right. It do.
Yeah, so I'll be back for this one.
You'll be back.
I'll be back for this one.
I'll be back.
I have to edit the one that comes out while I'm gone tonight.
Yep.
Fuck me.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'll have stories for that when I get back.
I'm going to be sad. I'm going to just be sitting at your door. It's like, Carson, open the door.
It's that one with Patrick where it's like, what do you do when you don't see me all day? It's
Wait for you to get back.
home.
Pretty
Um,
much.
I need you guys to buy stickers because no one has bought a sticker except for my family.
Yeah.
It's a little upsetting.
Not sure what that's about. TBH. I know all of you motherfuckers got water bottles.
Well, and it's funny because I know everyone was talking about like, yeah, I totally would get something if you guys made that, and it's like, Where are you now? Where you at?
Where are you now?
Because I don't think I hear.
Only thing
where?
I'm hearing is fucking crickets.
It's a
Is
little
that-
upsetting.
Is that burnt toast?
Oh yeah, I can hear burnt toast.
Why am I smelling the color blue?
Buy stickers, please.
Por favor. We would really like that because they can go anywhere.
Yep.
Your car.
Yep.
A random street light.
Yep.
I almost said lamp.
Oh, the stickers that we may or may not have put up
Allegedly.
in Garden City are still up.
Yeah, one of my friends sent us a picture. Pretty cool.
Pretty badass.
Thank you for that. I know you're watching.
Oh wait, we need to do something for the thumbnail. What should we do? Should I grab the helmet?
Get the helmet, yeah.
Okay.
I'll start the little outro. Hey, if you're on Spotify, by the way, make sure you rate this podcast 5 stars. Do that for me really quick. And while you're on Spotify, why don't you head on over to CK Beats? Every Tuesday. New beat every Tuesday, all right? Just keep checking. Just keep looking for it. And after you're done with that, hop on over to YouTube for me for a second. All right, hop on over to YouTube. Can you look up the search bar, look up 2 Brains, 1 Cell Pod. And when you see us in the little banner, we're real cute like, just hit the subscribe button. Like the video. Comment perhaps. And while you're on YouTube, once again, go over to CK Beats and check that shit out. Because the new stuff is on YouTube. And some of the fun stuff Carson's been creating recently, he's been putting out. So, if you want to see that, go to CK Beats. Anyways, you got anything else to say, buddy? Oh, wait, we got to pose.
That's what I was trying to do. What should I do?
I have no idea. Perfect. That's how easy it is.
There's
folks.
gonna be a couple chances in there. We'll see which one makes it.
We'll
as
see which one
thumbnail.
happens. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you have a safe rest of your week.
Yep.
And we will see you next time.
Come.
What is something Swagger Souls would say? All I could think of was something really bad.
Exactly. That's the issue.
What's the one he says with big chimp? What is it?
Big chimp moment or something?
No, it's chimp.
It is so hard to take you seriously.
Pimp chimpin'.
Pimp chimpin'.
That's pimp chimpin'.
Pimp chimpin'.